Monday night football at Old Trafford, and of course it's Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspurs, a United side that lost to Brighton last weekend, 3-2.
You can say that again. just repeat.
Jared, you know, I can't repeat it because Arsenal also lost. So I don't know.
Twice.
So if you want us to go that direction, right?
Against one worthy opponent and another, ish opponent.
So Jared, since you started talking, Manchester United versus Spurs. Spurs beat United last year 2-0 at Wembley, but they lost 1-0 courtesy of Martial at Old Trafford. And Man United have not started on the perfect, foot. Can they win?
This is a tricky fixture.
Thank you.
It's true. It's a tricky fixture. Against Brighton, by the way, you saw Manchester United struggled for urgency and fluency. They were pathetic. They were downtrodden, wali kanyagwa nini, as in hawakuwa tunayoflare yenye Manchester United tunajua na kwanga. Mourinho pia ni mercenary, Mourinho how he plays his football. So but one thing which is working for them is Tottenham haven't won at Old Trafford like in 4 fixtures going back. So kidogo Manu watenda na hiyo into this fixture, but this is Tottenham ndio kidogo wamechoka, but if they play something similar to what they did against Brighton, you know what will happen. Maybe 3-0.
Let me first tell you something. I don't even know where you find the adjectives to talk about Manchester United. When we start talking about Arsenal, we will open a whole dictionary. So
this is Manchester United.
Because of the small respect I have for you and Arsenal, let me just tell you one thing.
Okay.
First and foremost, I agree with you, it's going to be a very difficult fixture because of one thing. Tottenham have not bought this season, so it is the same team that they had last season. However, at the end of the day, you have to remember that Manchester United picked most of their maximum points from the so-called big teams. So for us, this is just going to be a game where we have to pick ourselves up and show character. At the end of the day, the character of the players are going to be tested. Right now, if you ask me, Manchester United does not have players who are playing for the badge. We just have babies, by the way, and they need to step up. The moment they do that, you will realize, by the way, we are not a walkover. And for you to even think that Manchester United is a walkover, you should be ashamed of yourself. By the way, utatembea mpaka nyumbani.
Now, let me just interject.
That's a warning to Arsenal fans.
Manchester United last season, they had De Gea. I don't think mwenye anacheza sasa ni tuinua De Gea ama ni nani. The guy is porous. Number 2, wako na ghost work in the form of a striker, Lukaku. The guy is missing left, right and center. They have another big baby by the name of Sanchez. Distort dressing room yenyu yote. Pogba ndio anapigana na Mourinho every now and then.
He's saying
there's no unity in that team, by the way.
He can tell you, if you want to sell a newspaper in the EPL, in England, you have to talk about Manchester United. Nothing sells more, by the way. I am sorry, if you're waiting for Arsenal to give us any big thing, they will not. We're going to talk about Chelsea. We're going to talk about Chelsea and Man City here, which is the truth. And I am still telling you, where you find the adjectives to talk about Manchester United, my brother, you have strength.
Being an Arsenal fan. Let's hear from Joel. Joel, Man United, tuseme tu kweli, they're struggling. They haven't started in the right manner as you would wish.
Okay, let me against Spurs. We won 6 games consecutive and
last season unaona.
Let's hear from Joel.
Mimi tumepigwa mara mbili tumekubali.
Okay, let me tell you one thing. When the way you start a season is not the way you end a season. When Man City went for 18 games and beaten last season, they had a draw on their second game against Everton. And then from there they picked themselves up and they went till January. So for we Manchester United, it's good that came early so that we can restructure ourselves. And the good thing is that the next game is coming on Monday.
Wisdom.
The other thing that we are going to have is that we have some of their best players in the midfield. Matic is like the engine of Manchester United at the moment. Getting Matic out and getting Pereira to play at position 6. That's something you need to just see for yourself and know this man is not suiting here. Because I've been watching Pereira playing for Valencia. He used to play at the wing. Now he's coming at Manchester United and he's playing at the holding position. He can manage holding position. Matic is training. Matic is coming back there after training. He's coming to get Pogba and he's coming to get Fred, who's coming here to free Pogba. And then Pogba is a player who are saying that he has issues with Mourinho. Mourinho said, anything that you're going to mention about me. Mourinho is a big brand. When he was in Chelsea, Mourinho was selling more than Chelsea itself.
That's true. The first game, mulishinda. The second game, mukapigwa. Now you're meeting, Gladys has said, last season mulikuwa mnapata points against the more or less big teams, which I don't dispute. Another big team is coming in the name of Spurs. Can that run against big teams continue? Yeah,
sure, it will continue because last season, see only about top 6. Last season we bet all teams, 20 out of 20. Zote tulichapa. Hakuna team tu kuchapa. So Tottenham coming to Manchester United, 4 times Tottenham have been there, they have lost. So they are just coming for the normal, being beaten and
normal beating.
Yeah. So the other thing I would say is like since Mourinho came to Manchester United, to say end game mbili ati tume draw. No, we lose one, we beat people and we go. So Tottenham is an easy game for us. So
Makasamani United fan, you believe and you say that there's nothing bad at Manchester. There are no boardroom issues. There's nothing in Manchester.
No, like boardroom issues and Zinedine and what? Like for me, I'll tell you for free. Zinedine will never ever coach Manchester United. That you can get it from me and can get it from any other person.
So call for us Spurs, Man United versus Spurs.
2-0.
2-0 Man United. For you, tell us, Man United versus Spurs.
2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs.
That's perfect. People, we don't even need to discuss. Let me tell you one.
Jerry, no, I don't want to reverse it to World Cup because
I'm sure World Cup was another animal altogether. Yeah, we know.
Because we have the videos plus your predictions, Pierre.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The World Cup was another animal altogether. This is the Premier League. And when it comes to Manchester United and the way they're playing right now, the way we know they have issues. Even okay, wataongea hapo watasema maybe hizi tu ni kuuza gazeti, but the truth is there. They have issues. Kuna shida.
Let me tell
defensively, they are porous. Number 2, midfield yao, there's no Matic. Na tunajua Matic ndo anchorman wenyu. There's no Matic. Okay.
Defense Valencia bado hayuko.
Valencia yuko. Lukaku ndio ana miss chances huko mbele. I'd rather you start even Rashford huko mbele.
Let me tell you, you cannot repeat the same mistake over and over again. We already saw what we did wrong. We are going to correct it and let that be our headache. Don't take Panadol for our headache. Let us take care of our own headache, okay? Tottenham is our current, it's just like, a pain, just like a small pain, which we can actually take care of. I am not worried about what Jose Mourinho will do. I am actually worried about what we will do to Tottenham.
Harry Kane hasn't been scoring in August, but last weekend he scored. So maybe that jinx imetoka, so he might get a goal against Manchester United. But Joel, you have something to finish with?
I just want to add on something. At the end of the day, apart from Manchester United, I'm a big supporter of Mourinho. So anything that you say, we need to replace Mourinho tactics iliisha, like when Ian Wright wrote something, they're saying that Mourinho is standing out to be the new Wenger. Like for me, I'll tell you one thing.
Right.
Let me finish what I was saying. For Mourinho, he's still the best manager Manchester United can have at this particular moment. If you let's say like Mourinho going, there's no other person who can replace Mourinho.
Can replace him. Because
if you start looking at Zidane is one of the players like Maradona who used to admit how much they hate Manchester United. It's like when Rafael Benitez was saying, I hate Chelsea, and then when he went
eventually came in.
When he went to Chelsea, remember all fans, no single fan supported Rafael Benitez when he was in Chelsea. Even when he was winning Europa, every fan was against him.
Leave our club.
Yeah, like so even if Zinedine was to come to Manchester, nobody will support him because people know what Zinedine needs to say about Manchester United. We hate him and we never want him forever.
So Joel is always a Jose Mourinho supporter, and let's wait and see how Monday night football will pan out. Manchester United versus Spurs. As a Chelsea fan, this game doesn't concern me, but with Harry Kane scoring in August and maybe that jinx imetoka, it might come up with one goal and maybe inaisha 1-1. That's my opinion, by the way.
It's okay, we'll get you the likes you're looking for.
So talk to us on our social media platforms. Our Facebook page is Fine Instagram, Fine UK, and of course